All right, guys, welcome back. This is the lower back routine. First of all, if you have intense shooting pain or something that's extremely out of the ordinary, maybe relax a little bit and try an easier variation. But the goal is to get your lower back really healthy, really strong, and really flexible and pain-free. So here's what we're gonna do first. You're gonna start with a nice flat back. You're gonna hinge from the hips just so that you put a little bit of load on the back. You can kind of feel your back. Those muscles are actually activating. Reach the hands forward. You're going to reach one hand forward, pause for a second, then reach the other hand forward. We're articulating the back and forth. And now smooth it out. Keep going. Good. Good. Keep that going. Breathing deeply. The goal is to chase a bit of a pump. You almost want your back to start feeling sore, but without pain. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lift yourself back up. Kind of dip a little side to side. Go ahead and round your back. Stretch it a little. Round it and stretch it a little. All right, and we're going to do the same exact thing. Hinge from the hips. Keep the back flat. Reach forward. Pause. Other side. Reach forward and pause. And again, pause. Last time, pause. Now we're gonna smooth it out, go faster, and switch, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come on out of that. Go ahead and help yourself up. You should feel almost sore already. That's the feeling we're trying to catch, and that's totally fine to feel that way. All right, now we're gonna do a roll down. So, your feet hip width apart, so nice and narrow, almost like a fist distance in between your feet. Stay nice and tall. Knees are straight. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, roll down through the spine, one bone at a time. Keep the head, arms, and shoulders relaxing down. Keep the belly button pulling up to the spine as you roll down. Pause at the bottom, bend the knees, shake the head. Make sure it's relaxed. Pull the belly button into the spine. Straighten the legs. Lifting up, keep the head down as you unravel the spine, growing taller and taller and taller. Now, hands up to the sky, stretch back a little. And by back, I mean up and out. You don't want to crunch down on your back. You want to go out of your back and go back down. Great job. Now we're going to come to a seated position. So sit all the way down on the ground or a chair if you have access to one. Now, hands to the side. Here we go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, stretch over without letting the hips lift off the ground. Keep that sit bone anchored to the floor. Feel that stretch all through that back, holding and breathing deeply. And now we're gonna flow a little bit with this top hand. You're gonna reach under the other hand just like so, holding for a little bit. Now stack yourself back up to that first position. Check in on your hips. Make sure your hips are still anchored to the floor. And again, curving back down. Pausing for just a little bit. And stack yourself back up. And all the way to the other side. Again, inhale. Exhale, going over to that other side. Again, make sure those hips anchor down to the ground. You never want your sit bones to leave the ground, holding. Breathing deeply. Feel that stretch. Now we're going to flow a little bit with it. Go ahead and bring that hand under the other, just like so. Breathing deeply. Keep the hips down. And stack yourself back up. Deep breath. Keep the hip down. And again, going under the other one. And lift yourself back up. And bring yourself all the way back to the center. Now, with your hands on your knees, what you're going to do is start from your lower stomach. Pull it in, belly button in toward the spine, round your back, and sink backwards just a little bit. And now you're going to reverse it by starting with the chest unraveling, then the mid stomach, then lowering down. And now you're going to look up to the sky as if you're trying to go out of your back, and reverse it again, rounding the back, sinking backwards. And again, chest up toward the sky, flatten the lower back, almost like you're arching it. Great job. Come to a more neutral, relaxed position. Now you're gonna face one direction just a little bit, and we're gonna do the same exact thing. So here we go. Pull the belly button in toward the spine, round the back backwards just a little bit. Now starting with the chest, you're gonna point up to the sky, unravel, grow tall, 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 look up, feel that stretch, and again, belly button in, rounding backwards. Feel that back relax just a little bit, and now reverse it, growing tall, arching your back just a little bit as you look up to the sky, and again, back to a more relaxed position, switch to the other side. Here we go. Again, belly button into the spine as you round the back, nice and relaxed. Now, roll forward, chest up, looking up to the sky, arching, and reverse it. Belly button into the spine, round the back a little bit. Starting with your chest, you're gonna look up, unravel the spine, grow tall, looking up to the sky, and go back to a nice relaxed position. Just let that back relax for a second. Hands on your knees, nod the chin, rolling forward. You're gonna pause at the bottom, keep the belly button pulling into the spine. So you're rounding your back, keeping your head pointed down. Holding, holding, holding. Now walk your hands over to one side. Hold right there. Breathing deeply. Now you're gonna walk yourself all the way over to the other side. Holding again. Breathing deeply still. Now bring yourself back to the center. Unravel the spine, growing nice and tall. Great job. Now, we're gonna work our way back up to a standing position. Take your time with it if you have to. But once you're all the way up here at a standing position, you just kind of want to shake it out a little bit. Just rotate your spine a little bit. Feel nice and relaxed. All right. Now, inhale, reach those hands up. Now you're gonna reach them back and up. Lift your chest up toward the sky. Feel the abs stretch, not necessarily the back, just the abs. And then relax the arms down and come back forward. Now you're gonna do the opposite. Hands on your knees, round your back. Shake your shoulders side to side, just like so. Great job. And bring yourself all the way up. Now we just have 2 stretches left, and these are gonna be the more intense level of stretching. So if you feel pain at all, go ahead and relax as much as possible. So we're gonna go to a cobra style stretch. So we're gonna lay flat on the ground, just like so, all the way down. And what you're going to do is push against the ground to look up. You might need to have your hands further in front of you. And now instead of crunching down on your back like this, that might be painful, the goal is to feel a stretch in the abs. So you want your head to go out this way and then up, because it's going so far forward that it has to go up now. Feel the stretch in the abs, not the back. Holding. Growing tall, 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 tall. Now anchor your toes to the ground and flex your quads and your glutes if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. We're gonna do that one more time. Now at this bottom position, bring your feet closer together. Toes on the ground. Now we're gonna get ahead of the game this time. It's gonna be a lot harder. Flex the quads and the glutes, squeeze them, lift up, out and up, holding that position. We're gonna hold it for about 10 seconds or so. 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, round the back. You're gonna sit all the way back toward your heels. Pause in this rest position. Deep breaths. You want your back to relax as much as possible. Now we have one more stretch left. Go ahead and lift yourself up. You're gonna be in an all fours like position, just like so. Now pick one hand and it's gonna trace along the ground just like so. First elbow is gonna touch down. If that's all you can tolerate, that's great. But the goal is to get the shoulder to touch down. If you can do that, that's great. Now, if you wanna make it even more intense, you can also get this hand that was on the floor and bring it behind the back. So choose whatever variation you can do And you're gonna hold for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Here we go. Breathe into that stretch if you can. Try and relax as much as possible. You want your entire body relaxed while you feel this stretch. And hand back on the ground if it wasn't already. Lift yourself back up to that starting position. And what we're going to do is switch sides, other hand on the ground. Again, try and get that elbow to touch on the ground. Before we move on, just so you know, one side might be different than the other. That's totally normal. Now, if you can tolerate, bring your shoulder down to the ground. Great. Holding that, breathing deeply. Now, if you can tolerate even further, bring the other hand behind the back, holding for 30 seconds, breathing. If you can tolerate it, you're going in through the nose and out through the mouth. But when in doubt, just breathe. And come up out of that stretch. Now take your time with this, but we're gonna come all the way up to a standing position, however is comfortable for you. And then we're just gonna finish out with a breathing exercise that is gonna help a little bit. When you've stood up, kind of march in place, let your back sort of relax. Might feel a little different at first, and that's totally fine. All right, these are called cherry pickers. Hands up to the sky, reach one arm up just like so, and switch to the other side, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Now both hands up, shoulders up to the sky, and bring those hands all the way down to the ground. Now we're gonna do 2 big breaths with the hands. Relax forward, inhale, bend the knees, lifting up, and exhale, hands down. One more time, inhale, and exhale, hands down. Notice how you feel. Notice how your upper back feels, your lower back. Now take it easy. Just notice how you feel. And now, walk it off. All right, guys. Join my newsletter if you like. I have more flexibility programs on Genbrew. All that is in the description below. Subscribe. Stay flexy.